On this week's Gadget Show Web TV, John's got his hands on the brand new phone from Google, the Nexus One. I bring you the latest and best news from the world of tech, and Otis gets vocal with Microsoft's Songsmith.
Hey, why all the fuss?
Hello and welcome to Web TV. This week, John's got his hands on the phone that's been hitting the headlines over the last week, Google's Nexus One. And as ever, he's ready and raring to give it a thorough testing.
This is the new, much trumpeted and very eagerly anticipated phone from Google, the Nexus One. Marks a bit of a change of tack for Google. Previously, they've concentrated on phone software in the shape of their Android operating system and left the actual marketing of the phone to the phone operators and manufacturers. But this one, they've actually put their own badge on the back, although it's still actually manufactured by the Taiwanese company HTC. But is it the revolution everybody was hoping for? Well, it's actually very, very good in certain areas. I mean, this screen is 3.7 inches and gloriously bright and very well defined. It's got an 800 by 480 pixel resolution. That's twice that of the iPhone. And as a touchscreen, it's pretty responsive as well. It's not perfect though. It's a bit slower to respond than the iPhone. You notice that when you're flipping through menus or when you're typing on the screen using the virtual keyboard. The high-definition screen, though, really makes for a superb web browsing experience. Probably the best I've yet experienced on a smartphone. There's no multi-touch, although apparently that's coming on UK versions later this year. Another thing you can do, which is really excellent, is use the speech recognition facility on the phone, which is one of the best I've ever come across. Gadget Show website. It actually identifies my words correctly and comes up with the normal sort of Google search page you'd expect. Brilliant. Another great feature of the Nexus is that the Google Maps application now includes free turn-by-turn spoken directions. And also you can actually speak to the application as well. It opens the application, comes up with the location and gives you sort of obviously options whether you're walking or driving. Unfortunately, the map doesn't orientate with your direction of travel. That's a bit of a negative, although there is a special Nexus One car cradle coming soon, apparently, which can only be good. Other than that, it's fairly standard Android fare. There's a few tweaks to the interface. You get the 4 buttons beneath the screen and the trackball. It does actually feel a pretty fast phone in operation, but let's see how it compares with the previous holder of the fastest smartphone record, the iPhone 3GS. Let's start with some web browsing. And well, it does actually load web pages seemingly slightly quicker than the iPhone. Not a major difference though. Let's try YouTube. Well, it actually gets the YouTube videos slightly slower. Of course, there is that extra resolution, I suppose, to fill with the video. Maybe that makes a difference. Not sure. Not a revolution then, but certainly a fast phone. In other respects, it's fairly typical high-end smartphone fare. You get a 5-megapixel camera with autofocus and a mere single LED flash, but nevertheless, that's a better camera spec and indeed better pictures than you get with the iPhone's camera. Fairly basic music player, but quite good sound quality through headphones, less so through the rather tinny internal speaker. Battery life, well, hard to say, but definitely around about iPhone levels, i.e. it uses it pretty quickly, although you can at least replace the battery, and there's also a memory card slot for a mini SD card up to 32 gigabytes. And though rather disappointingly, you can't at present anyway use that to store your applications on. You have to use the rather meager 512 megabytes of internal memory, though that might change. Talking of the application store, obviously Android's market is coming on, although you still don't get the massive selection you do with the iPhone. Nevertheless, overall, although it might not be a revolutionary phone, it is a very, very enjoyable smartphone and definitely ranks with the best, and in some ways is actually more satisfying to use than the iPhone.
Right, news time now, and first up, it's all about speakers. Bowers & Wilkins are one of the world's leading speaker manufacturers, so it's great to hear that they finally updated their high-end 800 series speakers, as it's been 6 years since their last revival. It will come with an enhanced diamond dome tweeter, which increases efficiency and improves the dynamic range, and the base has been given a quad magnet design to reduce distortion. And for all you audio lovers out there, the 800 series diamond housing has Kevlar FST mid-range drivers, Nautilus tube-loaded tweeters, matrix enclosures and that unique sphere head to add to that superior sound quality. They're available in rose nut, cherry wood and piano black, but it's not all good news as these luxury speakers have a starting price of £3,750 per pair. And if you want a top-end set with all the bells and whistles, it will set you back a staggering £18,500. Next up, it seems that LG has decided to jump onto the Android platform and have officially announced the launch of their first Android phone, the InTouch Max GW620, which will be available through T-Mobile or Virgin. The phone itself boasts a 3-inch resistive touchscreen and has a slide-out full QWERTY keyboard, comes with a 5-megapixel camera and has Linkbook social networking manager built in. LG are keen to state that the Android marketplace offers more than 20,000 applications, 65% of which are free, and they're hoping to utilise all of these applications with the launch of their new handset. The handset is available now and you can get it free through T-Mobile for £20 a month on a 24-month contract with unlimited data, or free through Virgin at £22 a month on an 18-month contract with unlimited text and data. We all know Otis loves a bit of a sing on web TV, so he was thrilled when he found Microsoft's latest research project, Songsmith. But unfortunately, he had to rope in a bit of reluctant help to test it out.
You know how much we love singing here at the Gadget Show, so I was very happy when we found this new bit of software from Microsoft Research. It's called Songsmith. Now, it's still in trial version at the moment, but it's got a lot of potential. If you have a melody mulling around in your head, but you're not sure how to put the music itself together, this comes with prepped music, pre-prepared music. Now there are different styles. You've got country and western, you've got pop, there's disco and 100 different styles in between. So I'm gonna program one in now. Let's go with blues rock, shall we? And then I can pick the tempo of the track. 135 BPM is probably a bit much for the blues, so I'm gonna take it down to 90. And then we're ready to go. You click record and then you can record your song onto the browser and then send it to whoever you want. Friends and family will love you for bringing music into their lives because it is the food of love after all. Here we go. Oh, I've already started. Oh no, not yet. La, la, la. Where's the beats? La. Just a few bugs in the system. I need to sort those out and maybe get hold of some lyrics. Oh, I've already started. Oh no, not yet. Sort those out and maybe get hold of. See, you get the idea. But then I had this idea that you could do a challenge between at least 2 people or a whole group of friends. You could call it the random Songsmith song shuffle, where you get someone to choose a song style and then somebody else has to make up a song to go along with that style. Dion? So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna pick a random style of music for you, and then you just have to make up a song to sing along with it. Yeah, just make it up. So here we go. I'm gonna go with something pop. Okay, let's go. Song starter. Is that all right tempo? Yeah? This is gonna be such a great song. Yeah? So that's the count in. Yeah.
Put your hands up in the air, wave around like you just don't care. Hey Otis, like my song? Why don't you sing along?
I like the lyrics that you choose. They really put me in the mood. This the pop song between us. Why all the fuss? Yeah. Hey, why all the fuss? Hey, that's really good. Dare we listen to it back? There you go, it's brilliant. How much fun can you have with this? Once again, Dion, thank you very much. I'm sure that'll find its way onto the hit parade before we know it. Okay, so obviously it's a very good setup. It's got a lot of potential. At the moment, there are still some bugs, but for a little piece of fun and a mess around, it's very good.
Well, that's it for another week, I'm afraid, but remember to check out the rest of our website for more news and exclusive videos. And if you want the latest goss on the new series, check out our Facebook and Twitter pages. See you next time.